This segment is sponsored by the West Michigan Home and Garden Show, which gets underway this week at DeVos Place in Grand Rapids. One of the big draws at the show is the wonderful slate of speakers and doers who appear on various seminar stages. And Lisa Eldred Steinkopf is among them. She is the Houseplant Guru, and she joins us now. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, welcome. Thanks for having me.
I am glad to have you. You plant seeds of inspiration for people who are interested in houseplants and making things grow, but not everybody's cut out for making things grow. Am I right about that?
Well, I tell everybody, you're not born with a green thumb. I might have because my family, my grandma, my mom, all love plants. But you can with anything, you can learn anything. You can cultivate a green thumb
Mm.
if you
The
try.
the internet has done a lot to help people cultivate a green thumb. Those
Yeah.
apps where you can identify what a plant is or what's wrong, why are my leaves flaking off? The internet has
Yeah.
done a lot for people, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does help and it gets the information out there. It gets the love of house plants, makes them want to grow something. So yeah, I think so.
There are health benefits to having plants in the home and to tending for them, right?
Oh, I say plants are therapy. It's nothing. If you're having a bad day, just go, be with your plants, water them, groom them, wipe down the leaves. It'll make you feel better.
Is it true that we should talk to our plants? Come on,
Well,
break the myth right now if
I
it's
don't
not
really
a myth.
talk to my plants. But it does give them, they're giving us oxygen, we're giving them carbon dioxide. So if you're talking to them, yes, you're giving them what they need. So if you want to talk to them, it's not going to hurt them.
Go for it. All right, the neighbors won't talk.
Yeah, the,
Um,
the neighbors might think you're crazy, but go ahead.
what will you talk about on the stage at the Home and Garden Show?
Well, I'm doing a few programs. I'm doing a program about just houseplant 101, how to take care of your houseplants, how to water them, how to groom them, how to find the right light for them. It's all about light. And then I'm doing one about blooming houseplants. So, how do you get that amaryllis to bloom the second year? It's pretty easy the first year, your orchid to rebloom, all the things you need to do to get your houseplants that should be blooming to bloom. And then I'm talking about succulents because that's everybody loves their cacti and succulents. And so we're going to talk about succulents and how we can grow them in Michigan. Sometimes it's not very easy.
So there's still a thing because there was a
Yeah.
succulent craze. It's still going, I guess.
I think it's still going for a lot of people, yes.
Very nice. Okay, I want to ask a couple little bits of advice while I have you.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a plant. It's a lily like the one you get. I got this when my mother passed away. And so when the leaves get brown around the edges, I just trim the brown part off. Is that dumb? Am
No,
I?
no, that's good. But it would be better that, I mean, that's great after the damage is done. But let's find out why we're getting the damage. Are we letting it dry out? Is it getting the wrong light? Is it getting the wrong water? I don't know. Maybe you're using softened water. I'm sure you're probably not. But try to figure out what's making that happen so that you don't have to do that.
Okay, good. Good. That's good. What is the easiest plant to grow?
Oh my gosh. I think I tell people the ZZ plant. Even my 2.5-year-old grandkids know what a ZZ plant is. It's just it can take extremely low light. It doesn't need a lot of water because it has this huge. They have big rhizomes that hold water under the soil. So they don't. They're easy because you don't need you don't have to water them constantly, and you don't they don't need a ton of light if you don't have it, but they will take light if you do have it. So that's a very easy plant,
Yeah.
in
What
my
would you
opinion.
say is the one that beginners should steer clear of?
Well, a lot of people tell me, in my experience, ferns, but I have more ferns than you can imagine. I just make sure they're always watered. So if you're not a good, if you're a forgetful waterer, then don't have a fern. But I think any plant, if you meet its needs, can be pretty easy.
So you've talked a couple times now about watering, maybe too much or too little. How do you really know the right amount?
Well, I make sure that the biggest thing is you have a drainage hole. If you don't have a drainage hole, you don't know what's going on, how much water you've given it, if your plant's standing in water, or if it didn't get enough water all the way to the bottom. So make sure you have a drainage hole so you can let the water flow all the way through. And then you're going to wait until it's dried down a little bit. I mean, like stick your finger in it. If it's dry down to your second knuckle, it's time to give it some more water. But you always water every plant thoroughly, even your cacti and succulents. You water them thoroughly. It's just when you water them again. You may water your fern again in a few days, but you may not water your succulent or cacti for a month or more.
Mhm.
So it's all about letting it. getting that drainage hole in there, getting it all flowing.
You got to pay attention.
And that's true. That's really all about paying attention. You're
All
right.
right. Well, you guys can pay attention to Lisa. She will be appearing throughout the Home and Garden Show through Saturday at various times. And you can find all of the information plus tickets and other show times at grhomeshow.com. Lisa, thank you for spending some time with us.
No, thank you for having me. I can't wait for the show.